Trey Cotey here for Notre Dame Television, and the men's program finishing up their first open practice of the season about an hour and a half after the women's team left the floor. And while hopes are high for the women's team as well, this men's team is hoping to trend in the right direction as well. They ended the season quite strong last year after a bit of a shaky start, but winning a lot of big games down the stretch, including a home win against Clemson, who had a deep tournament run last year. And there's a lot to be excited about with this men's basketball team. First of all, Micah Shrewsberry in his second season as head coach. When he was with Penn State a few years ago, the second season they took a massive jump, hoping Notre Dame can do the same. Due to some key returners, and all eyes are on star point guard Marcus Burton, the reigning ACC Freshman of the Year. He's a dynamic point guard that can get downhill, and from this open practice, he was shooting the ball quite well too. It's very interesting to see how he's going to perform on a team with a bit more ball handlers now. He's a year older. How can he progress? There's a lot of key newcomers as well on this team with a freshman class with some four stars such as Sir Muhammad, Cole Serta, and Garrett Sundra. They were all performing quite well out there today. It's interesting to see how they're going to contribute to this team both offensively and defensively. Garrett came up with a big-time block a little earlier against Kebajai, who's another returning big man who is expected to have a fantastic season. He was really good on the glass last year, hoping to see an uptick in offensive production. At the wing, we got a transfer from Princeton, Matt Alaco, who shot quite well. He's expected to start at the 3 alongside Braden Shrewsbury, who should be the starting shooting guard. This team has a lot more depth than they did last year. A lot of key returners that are now a year older. This team was one of the youngest teams in the ACC last year. They're still quite young and are expecting a lot of production from freshmen and sophomores, but hopefully we can see some of those guys have an uptick in minutes and an uptick in production. This team should hopefully be somewhere around 6th or 7th in the ACC. Anything better than that would be fantastic. And who knows with a guy like Coach Shrewsbury leading the boys. You can catch Notre Dame in action right here at Purcell Pavilion on November 6th when they have their home opener against Stonehill. Later on in the season, some big games in Vegas against the likes of Rutgers, Alabama, and Houston. All should be a really good test to see how this team is doing somewhat early in the season. We're looking forward to a great season here in South Bend, and it's going to be fantastic to watch the boys take the court and play again this year. Trey Cotey for Notre Dame Television, and as always, go Irish.